Welcome back, guys. Back to the channel. It's been a couple of days or so since I last posted. The last video that I think that I uploaded was the video on the aftermath of the tornado that touched down and pretty much wreaked havoc in the Foxlair Farms trailer park down there in Darbydale. And then it also transported up and headed towards the Orient Correctional Prison, actually, and did quite a bit of damage there as well. The prison they used to be self-sustained and have their own agriculture. They had like cows and farming and stuff like that. Like they're pretty much self-sufficient. Then a few years ago, the government shut it down for whatever reason. I don't know. Government, right? So these buildings that got hit, I believe, were decommissioned buildings that were used for that farming program. I don't think that they were currently in use at the time of the destruction. But I don't know. If you guys are more interested in that, I mean, you guys can go out and do your own research and dig deep into that if you want to. I'm pretty sure that they weren't in service any longer. They haven't had the self-sustained farming program for at least what 5-6 years or something like that. It's been a while. You know what I mean? So the reason why is when I went to YouTube to try to find the news report on the tornado touchdown at the trailer park, I literally only found one video that even talked about it. Now, granted, at the time of this recording, there could be more videos. I don't know yet. But at that time, literally the day after the tornado, all I was finding was a single video covering the story. And they didn't do that great of a job. Man, that video was what? 1.5, 2 minutes tops. They barely even touched on the subject. So I was getting kind of fed up with the news not really covering what had happened. So I decided to go out there myself in person and have a look around for myself. For those that don't know, the Foxlair Farm trailer park is like not even a half a mile away from where I'm currently at. It's very close. So it was literally just like what, a minute and a half drive down the street. So, I got in my car, got my phone, my tripod and everything, and I headed down there and I just started filming what I saw. Pretty simple, actually, because there's a lot of people still today, like literally, that don't know what happened there. So I really wanted to make the video to inform people and kind of get the word out as to what actually happened, because there's still people right now that don't believe that there was a tornado. Even though if you were there and you saw my first video and everything, yada, 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 or if you live in the same town as me in Orient, then you know there was definitely a tornado, okay? It's not some myth or story or anything like that. A actual physical tornado touched down, okay, over here. I don't know. Certain people are just stuck in their ways, and you could give them a stack of proof and evidence, and they'll still dismiss it no matter what you bring to them. You're never going to really convince those types of people, and they're not even worth trying anyway, so I don't really worry about those types of people to begin with. I'm just trying to inform the people who really do want to know what happened. Maybe you're like an hour away from the site. You can't just get in your car and drive down the street and be there in a minute. who knows? Everyone's situation is different. So, I got down there, started filming all of the wreckage and everything that I saw. Even went talking to some of the residents actually that live there. And then I got to thinking about something else. The more and more that I got to talking to the residents of Foxlair Farms, if you've been watching my channel, then, and if you're looking behind me, obviously, I built this house practically from the ground up. You know what I mean? So I have experience at this point, with electrical, plumbing, water lines, framing, just general contracting. You know what I mean? So it got me thinking. I wanted to offer my services to the residents of Foxlair Trailer Park. Because some of those people don't have homeowners insurance. They don't just have an insurance company that's going to like reinstate them or pay off all the damage and cover all the repairs. Some of these people are screwed and completely on their own. You know what I mean? With zero help, and most of them, they just went through a huge traumatic event. So they're already out a bunch of money as it is right now. They don't have thousands more dollars just laying around that they can throw in on repairs to pay a contracting team to fix their homes. I like I was thinking, if that was me in that situation, I'd be pissed off. Spent thousands of dollars, on your home remodels and stuff, and just to have it destroyed, just wiped away like it never existed. There was this one family. So there were two trailers that were flipped upside down, right? So what had happened was one of those trailers was not being lived in. It was a brand new, at least it looked like a brand new trailer that was actually up for sale. It was vacant, okay? But there was one trailer, the other one that was flipped upside down, that was being occupied. And there was actually people inside from what I'm hearing from, and I apologize if my information is incorrect, but at this point it's not my fault because I'm going strictly off of what the neighbors and other residents of the trailer park literally told me face to face. So if you're gonna hate anybody, blame them, not me, because they're giving me the information, okay? But from what they're telling me is that there was a family inside the one mobile home, okay? They were inside of it while it was flipped upside down. Swear. I mean, that has to be the most traumatic. Can you imagine? You're sitting in your home, going on with everyday life, everyday chores and activities, minding your own business, and all of a sudden your house is just flipped upside down with you and your kids inside. Where do you move on from that point? It's got to be difficult for that family. You know what I'm saying? Now, from what I'm also hearing, everyone is okay, which is a miracle, right? So, prayers and thoughts go out to that family, and not just that family, all of the families that were affected by this disaster, okay? So, getting onto the point, I felt terrible because it's less than a mile down the street from me. It's pretty much in my own backyard, and it came damn near face to face with us almost. All that tornado had to do was make a left-hand turn, and it would have been headed straight for all of us, okay? So this could have happened to anybody, That's why it hit so close to home for me, you know what I'm saying? So I was down there talking to people. They gave me the phone numbers of the landlord and the actual park managers, right? So I give them a call. I reach out to these guys, and I kind of explain what's going on. I was like, hey, I feel terrible for what has happened here. We're pretty much practically down the street from one another. And I told them, I have a lot of experience with home building, especially specifically mobile homes in general. I've done electrical, plumbing, water lines, general framing, contracting, drywall, flooring, like everything at this point, right? I mean, if you've been watching the videos, you know exactly what I've done, okay? And I was telling her all this. I was like, hey, I would love to offer up my services free of charge, okay, to families that really need help repairing their trailers, okay? If I could be just the one barrier in between this devastated family, instead of this family jumping and throwing thousands of dollars on a contracting crew, if I could jump in the way of that and save them thousands of dollars on repairs by just doing the work myself, and all they would have to provide are the actual materials themselves. And I would fix everything free of charge, okay? And they really sounded grateful and really appreciative of what I was saying. And she said that she would go door to door. She would get a list of all the residents that really desperately need the help the most. And when she got that list completed, she would call me. She'd give me a call, and then I would have an actual starting point on how to tackle this. And then I guess from there, we'll just hit it one trailer at a time or bounce back and forth between multiple. I don't know exactly how it's going to go down, but I'm going to figure it out because these people need help. You know what I'm saying? I think there's even people setting up GoFundMe accounts and all kinds of stuff. These people are in desperate times right now. They don't have thousands of dollars to just throw on repairs. They already spent thousands of dollars fixing their homes. You get what I'm saying? So if I find out more information, if I find out that people there are actually setting up GoFundMe accounts, I will be sure to give an updated video, and I will list those GoFundMe accounts in my video. If any of you would like to donate to those families and help them with their repairs, even if you want to help them with anything, it can be literally anything. If you want to donate food or general supplies to these, anything helps at this point. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, feel free. I'll let you know. I will give an updated video as soon as I get more information. I will post those GoFundMe accounts so that you guys can go to those GoFundMes and donate whatever you see fit that you guys are capable of, and we will get help to these families. Okay. What else? So all I gotta do is wait around. I'm just waiting for that phone call from that manager. As soon as she calls me, I'm gonna go back down there on site, and I'm gonna go door to door talking to the residents of these homes, and we're gonna walk through each and every one, figure out what all the damage is, what it needs to be replaced, supplies. We're gonna get an idea of what we got going on. Try to get a sense of where to start and see what we're working with. You know what I'm saying? Get like a real feel for the repairs and the damages and everything like that. I got to see the stuff, in much more greater detail in person, to see what's going on. But like I said, I've done electrical. I've hooked up light switches, outlets, ran electrical lines through wall studs, ran lights, hung drywall, did framing, flooring, water lines, plumbing, sewage, pretty much everything at this point. You know what I mean? So I think that I'm more than capable. If there's anything that I can do that is up to my ability to help these people, I'm going to do it to the best of my ability. You know what I'm saying? If anybody lives in the neighborhood and would also like to join in the relief effort, maybe you guys, or maybe there's fellow contractors in the area that would like to help these people also, rebuild their homes. I don't know. There could be. You never know. Um, but yeah, it's such a tragic event. Such a tragic event. Like I said, I've been here for probably over 20 years. We've never, even the residents that have been here before me, the older generation, no one has ever had an actual tornado touch down this close to Orient. This has to be a first. Mother Nature, right? Mother Nature. I mean, what else can you really say about that? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm just gonna wait around for the phone call. Then I'm just gonna go from there. You know what I mean? Um, as soon as I find out about GoFundMe's and stuff like that, I'll post them. We'll get something figured out. We'll get this going. Yada yada yada. Um, yeah, I don't know. If you guys know me personally or like live in the town, if you have donations, anything like canned food or anything in general that you would like to donate to the families down there, feel free to. I'll have to check with them. They probably don't want just like random people showing up to their houses with a bunch of stuff. They've already went through a lot right now. The last thing they want is a bunch of people bombarding their house, like bugging and irritating them. So let's maybe wait on that till I found out a little bit more information. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, that's what I got going on. You know, if I can help these people, like I said, in any way possible, yeah, I'm gonna do it to the best of my ability. Try to get these people back onto a normal, get life back on track for these families. You know, give them a normal life again that everybody deserves. You know what I mean? Nobody deserves to go through a tragic event like a freaking tornado. I mean, come on. But I guess that's gonna do it for this video. Just a little bit of an update of what's going on. Yeah, I'm gonna jump off. I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, see ya.